What does Daya mean to you?
Essential.
I guess I don't know if this would really be related to me, but I would say bravery. Just seeing women who. One of the things that I think that when I first got involved with that, I felt like a lot of these women I could see my mom, somebody who had come here to a new country, who maybe didn't have the family support or the knowledge of what resources that she would have to her. And so when I saw these women who were able to actually reach out and get out of a bad situation, that made me want to help even more.
So my husband is a physician, and in some ways I always envied the fact that at the end of the day he could go to bed knowing that he had made a positive impact and help people each day. I have always wanted to take a more active role in my community, and when my children were older and more independent, I figured it was my time to take this step. And searching for that right thing that would give me the chance to serve my community, I happened to stumble upon Daya. I started volunteering, and when I had the opportunity to work with clients, I realized that this was more than my passion. It was my calling. And after joining the board, I also began a new chapter. I enrolled and began to studying for my master's in social work. And so what does Daya mean to me? Daya is my compass. It serves as my purpose. And I was heading in the right direction, but Daya clarified the destination and really illuminated the way.
Compassion.
Paying forward.
Daya has meant the world to me because I was a stay-at-home mom. I raised 2 kids, and when they went to college, and I was still a mom, but a remote mom. So that is the right time I started with this organization. And if I have another life, this is exactly what I would like to do.
A life of safety and security is not a privilege, it's a right.
Growing up as a daughter, then as a wife, eventually as a mother, I always had very, very strong, very positive female role models. And that's something that I just took for granted. I didn't know what it was like or what it could be like not having that. It wasn't until I was well in my 30s that I realized that I could actually make a difference in someone's life by extending those role models that I had had to more women and helping them see that there is a different way of being and a different way of living. And that's what my work at Daya means to me.
Dedication.
Daya is a change-making agency, and I am so privileged. I feel so privileged and honored to be a part of the change-making process.
I have learned not to be, like I said, judgmental or make presumptions about women and why they are in the situation they are, to have compassion, but also to be very positive, because it is possible for the woman to get out of a situation, but on the other hand, somebody has to be there, like an organization like that, to give them all the support they need.
Where do you see Daya in the next decade?
I see Daya continuing to do what our core mission has always been, but it's not just about crisis situations. It's about creating a dialogue and having conversation and changing that conversation.
I would like Daya to be so strong that it is recognized nationally, and then we are consulted for policy decisions, and that women can proudly say, oh yes, I belong to Daya, or I help Daya, or I've gotten to be where I'm proud to be a supporter of Daya.
I hope to see fewer and fewer cases of domestic violence and its victims, and hopefully we can totally eradicate the problem.
In the future, I see Daya continuing to do its important work with clients, but also taking an even bigger role in outreach and education. We need to teach young people to recognize the signs and prevent domestic violence from happening in the first place. I see DIA as an even greater force for change as we move forward.
Broader policy changes out there in the legislature to help end domestic violence.
And I would like DIA to be so strong that it is recognized nationally, and then we are consulted for policy decisions, and that women can proudly say, oh yes, I belong to DIA, or I help DIA, or I've gotten to be here, I'm proud to be a supporter of DIA.
I want DIA to become like a mainstream organization, like Houston Area Women's Center or Fort Bend County Women's Center. I want DIA to have a place like that, where it's already part of the Houston and the Texas landscape, and that DIA is run just like these other organizations are being run, with a new set of board members, with funding from all kinds of sources, with an agenda that's probably much bigger than ours. So I want DIA to get to that place. I'm hoping in 10 years.
My great vision of DIA in 10 years is to see a full-fledged outpatient mental health clinic which services women and children, and that is my vision of DIA 10 years from now.